Hello everyone, how are you? Okay, today I will discuss question number D. Alright, because there is one student asking about question D. This question I actually didn't discuss with the other class, right? So now I'm going to discuss D, which actually for F G, GF, F2, and G2, right? So for F is a function. You are given fx equal to x minus 5, right? And for gx, you're given fraction. So as I say, fraction is a bit challenging to you. Okay, this is fraction. So I think many of you will have problem when come to fraction, right? So it's okay, let's do fg. So I'm going to do fg. So when I do the function, okay, especially the composite function, I always use a color pencil. So as you see, the function is the f, right? Alright, so and the object is g, right? So I'm going to write the g as the object. So let's say the g is the object. Now when you see, you know the function is f, so you copy down the function f, right? This one. So f, then you leave it empty for the x, because x is the object, is going to replace by g, right? Okay, so here you write g, you write gx or g, and here you will substitute the g. This is g. So what you need to do is 1 over x minus 1. Alright, so understand? 1 over x minus 1. Now you need to simplify to the simplest form. As I mentioned to you, answer must be simplest form. Okay? So you have to make the denominator the same, like this, minus 5 over 1. Okay, so you will have to write x minus 1 over x minus 1. So then you simplify to the simplest form. Okay, you simplify to the simplest form, then you will get the answer, which is the simplest answer. Alright, okay, so if I simplify the answer, I will actually write like this. This is 1 because the denominator are the same. So 1 minus 5x plus 1, right? Finally, you will get the answer, which is plus 5. Sorry, that is 5. So your 1 plus 5 will be 6 minus 5x over x minus 1. Alright, so the denominator x minus 1 equal to 0, x is 1. So that means x cannot be equal to 1. Okay, understand? So this is about the fg. Okay, it involves fraction. So your final answer is 6 minus 5x over x minus 1, and then x cannot be equal to 1. This is the answer for fg. Alright, so now I'm going to explain to you for gf. For gf, the function is g, right? And the object is f. So I will write like this. Okay, let me show you how I use a color to differentiate between the object and the function. So I'm going to do GF now. Okay, so what I need to do is I will, okay, let's do GF together. Okay, so as you see, when you do GF, let me clear everything before I do. I need some space. Okay, now you see, when you want to do the composite function, you must identify the object and image, right? So now the D, I'm discussing D. Let's write the function fx is x minus 5, and then gx is 1 over x minus 1, and x cannot be equal to 1. Okay, so if you want to do GF, that means the function is G. Okay, the object is F, right? So the function is G. So I'm going to copy the function first, which is G. So I will copy this G, and here I will leave it empty, and 1 over empty. The x you leave it blank first, and x cannot be equal to 1. So now what you need to fill in the bracket is the object, which is the fx, right? So here you put the fx, but the fx is x minus 5. So I'm not going to write again, so I substitute the x minus 5, this one, into there. Alright, so only the object change. So now you can simplify as gfx is equal to 1 over x minus 5 minus 1. So proceed, gfx is equal to 1 over x minus 6, and hence x cannot be equal to 6. Why? Because when x equal to 6, you will get the answer undefined, because the denominator is 0. So 1 over 0 meaning that the function is undefined. Okay, so this is your answer for GF. Got it? Okay, now I'm going to show you another one, which is F2 and G2, right? Okay, that's about the GF. So now I'm going to do the next one, which is G2 and F2. I think for F2 you are okay, you got no problem, right? So but I think I need to explain to you. F2 means function f with the object f. Okay, so I'm going to use the object as green color. So I'm going to start with the fx here, this one. Okay, so when you want to find the composite function, you always refer to the function that you want. Okay, you copy down the function, and then you just leave the object empty like this. Okay, so you need to substitute the object f here. Okay, the object f, or I should use a green color, right? Sub f into f, you got f2. So what is the f? So the f is here, x minus 5. So you get x minus 10 for f2x, right? For f2x you get the answer x minus 10. So this is quite simple, right? Okay, so now I'm going to discuss G2, because a student tends to say it's tough because it involves fraction, right? So let me show you how to do. Okay, so now for G2, you know your G is 1 over x minus 1, right? Okay, if g2, it means your g is a function, right? So you will write g, and you can write as gg, okay? Meaning that the object is g, and the function is g. You know, I'm going to highlight the object. Okay, so meaning that you can write like this: the object is gx, and the function is g. You can actually use the color to differentiate what is the object and what is the image, you know. So I'm going to write the g, and I'm going to change the object to gx. Okay, that is the meaning. Okay, so you have to start from the gx. So let's copy down the function g. Okay, we have given gx equal to 1 over x minus 1, right? Okay, so now you need to substitute the gx as an object, right? So here is 1 over x minus 1. Okay, that will give you problem because it's fraction. Now don't worry, let me teach you how to solve the fraction. All right, so when you have fraction, you see this is actually g2x. You can write as g2x, and you have 1 over, make it longer, 1 over x minus 1, do that, and 1 over 1. Now you need to join them because you have a fraction, right? So when you have fraction and number, you will want to join the fraction. You have to times with the same denominator. All right? Okay, now you understand. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do if you are having denominator which is fraction. So this one, right, this one make it longer. Now once your denominator the same, both are the same, you can join into one denominator, right? And the top one you can simplify. Let's simplify together. You have 1, you have minus, you have bracket x minus 1, right? So if you open up, it become 1 minus x, and then plus 1, so it become 2 minus x, right? Can you see that? So I can write like this: is 1 over 1 minus x plus 1. This is 1 minus x plus 1. So 1 and 1 become 2. So this one you make it longer. So you have 2 minus x over the denominator still x minus 1. Got it? Okay, for you is actually a bit complicated because you have the 1 over. When you have 1 over something, you can inverse. Do you know that? It's just like you have, let's say, you don't understand. You can write 1 dy by 2 minus x over x minus 1. Then you can understand why you have to reverse or inverse the thing. So it seems like it become multiply. You understand? Okay, let me show you. I have to write like this. It become 1 times this whole thing. You have to inverse like this. Alright, finally the answer is, your final answer will be the fraction, which is x minus 1 over 2 minus x. And then x cannot be equal to 2, because when x equal to 2, you will get undefined function for the composite function g2x. So you can give me answer like this. If you want to write the answer without the bracket like this, 2 minus x is okay, can be accepted, no problem. Okay, So when you have the fraction which involve composite function or function, that is how you do. You do step by step, and you simplify the two fraction by making the denominator the same. Okay, then if you see 1 over, you can always convert to divide 1 over means 1 divided by the fraction. Okay, that means you must know what is being divided. Alright, okay, so if you got any problem, you can always let me know, and I can try my best to make you understand. Okay, for additional maths, you must understand how the answer come from. Okay, that is a very good and positive attitude towards learning additional maths. So I hope I do answer your question for my dear student who actually text me about this question. Okay, that's all my sharing for today. Bye bye and have a nice day.